Ah, Cletus! There you are. Where's your mysterious companion? I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true! Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft. I don't think that will be necessary.
What?
Argus?
How are you alive?
Don't believe it! You are trying to deceive me? To bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back?
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me. Oh, me!
Cletus.
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
what?
But what about you?
But what about you? You're gonna die as well!
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Okay, that's true.
Huh! So you've got a conscience after all! You don't have to do this!
Oh yes, I do.
But
What about the Organon?
what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
I did forget, actually. Deponians, who's already going to kill them. What about you? He doesn't care about you. Why would you sacrifice yourself for the Elysians?
Why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not for
a bunch of stuck-up swellheads? Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Goal.
What?
No!
What?
Oh, fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you? The one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now. Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course!
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in. So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Oh,
Alright, so we have Rufus in the middle, Cletus on the left, and Argus on the right side. I like how this is a suicide mission. They're gonna die anyway. Like, wasn't he not gonna take him? He's gonna blow up Deponia and not take him to Elysium? So, oh, whatever. This is suicide, but we're already gonna die, so who cares?
Good thing I don't suffer from vertigo or any other sign of the zodiac.
What we got? Let's, what are we looking at? The transmitter we're trying to get to here, I suppose.
How are we supposed to get to that?
Climb this rope, I suspect. Let's talk to Cletus.
You know, we could... Shut up.
Alright, let's take an antenna then. Forget you, Cletus. There's
Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
3 of them, 3 of us. Use it as like a balance.
Here we go.
There you go.
I've got all day, you know.
See? Easy. Very nice, Cletus. Come on, Argus.
Whoa! That was fun. Fun? You moron! You almost killed us! Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference. That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
Which would save the planet, right? Alright, this is all we've got. We've got an antenna. Let's pitch it at the transmitter.
Plan. Stop! Don't! I hit it! And who's the idiot now? You, of course. Same as always. Huh? Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor. And
yeah, it's still blinking.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
Well, there's a walkway down there, looks like. Little catwalk.
That ought to have worked, but I always manage to break things.
Except you didn't break it, that's the problem. Let's talk to Cletus.
There's a catwalk down there.
See?
I can see that.
Let's jump down there.
Any chance we could get there by jumping? Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me? You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio.
So we should jump?
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. If the 3 of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane. Have you got a better plan? Oh, bugger off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump.
It is insane. I mean, let's just...
1, 2... Hey, what's this? Aren't you jumping? Are you? You were gonna cheat, huh? Not me. I almost jumped by myself. Good one.
Alright, so we did have a little error there for a second. I was waiting for 3, though, and there wasn't a 3. We'll do it again and jump this time as soon as it lets us.
But no cheating this time. We jump at 3. 1, 2, 3.
Where'd Cletus go?
Rufus? Rufus, wake up! Ouch!
Nice.
What happened? You made it! Bravo!
Where's Cletus?
I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere?
I'm at it.
Okay, so there's a transmitter. There's a hole and some screws.
Oh, crap. The transmission has already started. Let's hope it's a very long one.
Some more screws. Okay, so we can mess with this whole thing by doing... Okay, take the screws out. Right? They're very securely in there, as you can tell.
Wait a second. If I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge?
Oh. Okay, let's put that screw in the middle. So the middle's not held up at all. Gotcha. Okay, screw in the middle. Take out this screw. Put it in the middle. We're making a seesaw, I think. Oh, can we not do anything there? Oh, it's just one screw. Okay. Alright, take out this screw to loosen this side. So it'll go up. There we go. Check that out. Transmitter.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it!
Very good. And now, destroy it!
Piece of cake.
How?
Uh,
Right. Transmitter into the
I
rotor.
can't reach it from here. If I
Throw it.
it'll just ricochet.
Oh. Okay, walk up here. Oh, is this gonna swing down? Probably will, right? Yes. Okay, back here. Oh, we have holes on here too. Screws in this hole. Hold that in place. Thank you. Now let's walk up here. Alright. Transmitter. We're gonna take our hand off doing this, but let's take a shot.
No! What are you doing?
Destroying the transmitter. What else?
You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far!
I did it! The transmitter is destroyed!
Deponia is safe! Yes, very impressive. But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor.
Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium.
Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends.
Depends on what?
Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders?
Yeah, you what?
What's going on?
Something's blocking the starboard rotor.
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course!
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the Organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium?
Why not? Where else could we go?
I will never allow that to happen.
Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same genes. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps?
No, but
So, what do you say?
forget it!
That's too bad, but it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus.
Uh-oh.
You rotten bastard!
Cletus! Save the day, Cletus. Uh-oh. Good job. Good job, Cletus.
There you are again.
Ah, it hurts. It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Ah! Don't! The
Ugh.
rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
You wouldn't help me up.
You two messed it up this time.
What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once?
Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
So we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
Save me, Goal.
What's happened here?
They're
Doesn't
idiots.
You have to get us out of here.
Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Guess it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now, but evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me, right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now? Can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can.
Cletus, you didn't even change your voice. At least Argus made an effort.
I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
That we drew beards in Bozo's family album.
Yeah, that was fun. Although there was surprisingly little to draw.
It's a trick, Goal. He only knows that because I told him.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would the real Rufus tell you something like that?
Just to boast. But there's one thing that none of the others can possibly know. That I cooked breakfast this morning.
Yes, that was unusual.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yes, but not what we had for breakfast.
Easy. We had...
I don't think I can hold on any longer.
Whoa.
Rats! Now we're back to square one, and I still don't know who's who.
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well,
Are you Rufus? I don't even know anymore. I can't see your beards. That is ingenious, graphic people. Trust your heart, because that's probably gonna get me killed.
well, simply trust your heart.
Huh. Let me see. My heart says, perhaps the one in front.
What? No! Forget the bit about your heart.
Yeah, that was
There are
stupid.
more reliable methods. I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
How would you know that? You've been separated for like a week.
Doesn't matter what I say. We're just going round in circles here.
Yes, but how else am I going to make a decision?
Well,
There you go.
who
Save
cares
yourself.
which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus.
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
Yes.
Real Rufus.
Will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No. I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well,
Wow, we're getting nowhere here.
Look carefully. I'm much better looking than those two scarecrows.
I can't see a thing from here. You all look the same in those costumes. I need a better clue than that.
Please make up your mind. Time's running out. The high boat could crash any moment now.
Pressuring me like that won't make it any easier. What if I accidentally pick Argus?
Hey ho, I'm the roofster.
Huh.
Wait, is that Argus now? I thought this was Argus over here.
Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing.
All right, we did that already.
Exactly.
You're right. Could it be?
The real?
Then...
No.
All right, so if the important thing is that she lives, because otherwise we're all going to sit here and we're all going to die. So she lives, three of us can just, whatever, we're bad people anyway, all three of us.
It's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Yep, let's do it.
Definitely. Just think. How can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never going to give up. He'll never change. And he'll never...
Wow, really? All right, save goal, save the planet. Let's do this.
let go.
Stop! No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come.
Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
Hey, Barry.
Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow, Rufus, the oh-so-resolute Rufus, at last finally changed!
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Oh, Cletus.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Go?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! with very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
I'm closing my case, there's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. But if you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia, and Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Usa is off now for real.
And that is it. We have ended the Deponia trilogy by sacrificing the main character. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't sure what I was expecting. But it was not for Rufus to give up, what he's been looking for this entire time, which is to get to Elysium, and be selfish and self-centered in the last moment to save Goal and save, I guess most just to save Goal, because she could have just left. The other people would have got off, the Organons would have left, they'd have got away. I guess he also saved Cletus in a way. He might have even saved Elysium because he said he was not Rufus, and he pointed to Cletus to say Cletus was Rufus. That ensured that Goal would not pick Argus, and Argus couldn't go on to Elysium with Organon to take over the place. So we'll give it that he was saving Goal because she wouldn't just stand there until, they all died. And we don't care about saving Cletus that much. We'll say he was saving Elysium too, because he basically chose to kill Argus, and therefore save Elysium. These are, of course, pictures from the first 2 games. If you do not recognize them, you should go back and play them, or I've got series on both of them, check those out. I also like that Goal, at the end of it, was pushing Cletus to be Rufus by pretending that she thought he was Rufus. Goal's smart, she knows. That sigh at the very end shows, she knows this is Cletus, and Rufus did sacrifice himself. But maybe it'll make Cletus a better person. By, forcing him to play the role of Rufus, who at heart is a good guy. But that's it, that's the series. I'm not sure what's up next. I'll go through my adventure games and see what else we have going on. But we'll see. Just sub, and whenever I upload something, whatever the next game is, you'll see it, and it'll be great and wonderful, and we'll have a good time. I am Mistled. This has been the 3rd of the Deponia trilogy, Goodbye Deponia. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a blast. I will see you next time.